My name is Nathan Lombardi, and for my senior project, I was cleaning trash around Millis, and my essential question is, what are the steps to improving a variety of public hiking trails and public spaces in Millis? My mentor was Mr. Kraby. I chose him because he's a very spiritual person. He prioritizes personal growth and really likes to get to know his students, and he loves all his students and makes that very clear. He's had experience with a successful senior project, which was the Millis History Tour, where he had like a bus full of people going around Millis, giving them a tour about the history of our town. For my 4 C's, I'll go over character. One aspect of character I've shown through my project is showing responsibility by taking action to improve the environment and not leaving one single piece of trash behind. I try to make a point at doing that, like I have to reach through all the thorn bushes to make sure that there's no trash left behind. For critical thinking, I had to think of what PPE I would be wearing, which is personal protective equipment. I needed to wear high visibility shirts. I needed to put on gloves because trash is dirty, and make sure I'm spotted if I'm cleaning up on the side of the road. For collaboration, I was working with others. I was working with my brother and a friend on this project. We went out cleaning trash on January 20th. We picked up a couple of bags on the side of the road. And for communication, I needed to effectively tell my partners in my project, my brother and my friend, how to effectively clean up trash and how to be safe about it. Why I chose my project? The beginning of this year, I spent a lot of time hiking, going out places. I went up Mount Massachusetts, which is not that far from here. Then I went up Mount Massachusetts because it was a higher mountain and it was more hikey, it was more of a climb, and I wanted to really experience nature. And I feel this experience really brought me to appreciate nature and want to take initiative in cleaning up the nature around Millis. What did I hope to accomplish for my senior project? I wanted to clean trash from public areas. I wanted to improve appearance of public spaces within Millis. I wanted to make areas more safe for people, which I found some trash which was not safe for some people, which I'll talk about later. I wanted to encourage respect for the environment because there's no reason to throw trash out your window. I wanted to improve overall community space. My timeline was in the fall. I was looking around for areas around Millis that would need trash cleanup, that would need work on trails. I noted places that collect large amount of trash. In the winter, I did my research on maintenance and the benefits of collecting trash. In the spring, I started cleaning trash, and I was going to clean trash earlier, but we had that like 4-foot snowstorm that kept like rolling in and pushed my timeline outwards. In the spring, I started also documenting progress, and I did my exhibition presentation and reflections. These are my research papers. My first paper was on 4 main trail maintenance tasks, which is trash and debris removal, clearing plants and overgrowth, preventing flooding/water buildup on trails, and keeping trails safe and usable. My second was the benefits of cleaning trails. There's physical benefits because people will want to go and visit those trails more often. It'll get people more fit, more in shape. Mental benefits, being out in nature is nice. You get to become like kind of one with the area around Millis. There's social benefits. A lot of people can meet on trails and they can build community, and clean trails attracts more people, of course. My third paper was on trail signs and boundaries for trails that need to be cleaned. Trail signs, they guide hikers, they prevent people getting lost and confused, and people could get hurt if they go off the trail. Less off-trail damage and like litter spread, because if people like start littering off the trail, like people will not be able to see it, and it also prevents damage happening to the environment. For my fourth paper, I did trails and community. Trails bring people together, like I said. It's the social interaction and shared experiences. Trails actually can be used as pathways connecting neighborhoods, parks, and businesses. Like there's that one trail behind Roach Brothers that connects to the street by the high school. And clean trails increase use and promote funding for the areas. My product was I cleaned up 7 like large trash bags around Millis. I cleaned 4 off of Himmelfarb, which I made it like halfway up one side of the street. I already filled up a trash bag. The types of trash I was cleaning up was a lot of empty alcohol bottles. At one point I found a empty insulin needle, which is not safe. And there's just like really gross like kind of fluids I found. Like probably like, I don't know, it like smelt. I didn't really want to touch it. That's why I was wearing my gloves. And I'd say the hardest part I cleaned was, it would be Himmelfarb because it had the most trash. I also cleaned up the Charles River access by the Norfolk Ice Arena, which had empty beer bottles, had like fishing line, because it's a pretty good fishing spot if anyone wanted to go. Here's my first photo. As you can see, these are beer bottles that have been sitting in the dirt for a while, and what happens to them is they start sinking into the ground because the dirt just washes over them. So when I was cleaning up, you can imagine that there's probably like bottles like 1 inch under the dirt that I can't see, and they kind of just become one with the ground, and they just stay there and affect nature. This is my second photo. I was picking up trash May 2nd. You can see my PPE. I'm wearing my gardening gloves. I got the trash bag, and it's pretty full, but I was going around and collecting trash on this day. Videos and pictures. This is my senior exhibition day. I have 2 people in this photo who I was going over my project with, and I was helping them out and educating them on how to do their senior project the next year. What went well with my project was staying consistent throughout cleaning up, which was like getting everything done, like not leaving any trash behind. I collected a noticeable amount of litter because Himmelfarb was like absolutely like awful. It was like bags, bottles, cans. So if you go there now, you could see like a huge difference. But I actually went back down there recently, and like it's all like covered in nip bottles again. So I'm gonna have to go back and clean it up again. I found multiple high trash areas in Millis. There was Leland Wilds, which is a trail that's pretty close to that Charles River access. There was Himmelfarb. I went down Main Street cleaning up trash, and I went to Oak Grove, but there was not that much trash there because they have trash cans where people actually can dispose of their garbage. What could have gone better? Some areas were hard to access safely, like the side of the road. It's in a ditch on the side of the road. I was getting like hit by thorn bushes, and more people helping could have increased the impact of my project. There was Millis Beautification Day, which there was people who gathered in Millis and then went around cleaning garbage around the town, which I guess that helped. And more time could have improved results. I had limited time because of all that snowstorms, and I had to wait for it to melt, which took a very long time, which relates to weather limiting progress in my project. Advice for rising seniors: start your project early. There's not like you can just start it early. You don't need to wait. You can always just start it early. Choose something you're passionate about. I was going on those hikes, and it made me passionate about nature and keeping our town beautiful. Stay consistent with your work. Don't wait until the last minute to document everything. Make like a ledger. Start writing down like dates, what you've done. Ask for help when needed, because you got a bunch of teachers and those that are there to help you with your projects. And keep things manageable. So like, don't do something that's like, I don't know, like too difficult. What I learned, trash builds up quickly in public areas. Small actions can make a visible difference. Planning ahead makes projects easier, and consistency is important for results. That photo on the left is actually the start of the trail to the Charles River access. And this is a tree I found in nature, and I think that was a beaver that was gnawing on it. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Kraby, my mentor, and Mr. Bigelow for helping me out with a lot of my research papers and my presentation. So yeah, thank you.